Okay, take two. For whatever reason, I was starting the first one and went to halfway done. Take a picture of that. Well, but it's starting. Well, it's like it's just sort of regular screen. And it's like, you can get that noise, Robin. But I'm trying to show you, yeah, in the last video. Also, got my last of the silly videos. Only for YouTube only. I'm not gonna post that on Facebook, but after my little, probably the last ever silly video. Could be. There's these roses. What's these? I guess that's it. There. Okay, still record. These lilies have buds. And this is something. I'm gonna show them. Might take some pictures too instead of just doing videos. The mulberry trees starting to get. Maybe I was trying to pick them, and I think maybe I hit the stop button on my phone by mistake. Most of the mulberries are pink, which means they're not ripe yet, but they're getting ripe. There's a few ones that are still green. The robins are, yeah, they like the mulberries. Those robins, they're still noisy like usual too. Like a couple then. Haven't been feeding the birds as much. Pam, yeah, but you know the birds and squirrels are going to like the mulberries, especially since I didn't put out bird feeder. I think it did throw out like still bread and yeah. There's a couple of dandelions. We'll see if we get that thing cooler, so I might try to. Those lilies again. I'm gonna take some photos of that too, man. What's these roses? We'll have to. Yeah, get some clipping done. From there, we'll see. But cooler, kind of cloudy, so probably throw on a. This is a hurting. I don't know what's. Well, warm for the most part. It's a warm spring, so everything's been blooming earlier than normal. Clover, pumpkin, you know. I guess so. More clover here. I have to cut this down. Trying like, we'll try to cut that little. We're going to do probably not spend too much. Okay, still recording. 4 minutes. Have to try to make sure you can keep under 10. I did try to like clear out. Now I have to do a little bit better. Maybe do some more picking and stuffing, but I did clear out this because I didn't want the gas meter and the garden hose outlet. So, but with this, once I do get the tarp off We have to kind of mow and clean there. The initial plan was we really didn't get warmer. Then we're supposed to come on Wednesday. Might do it when. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how hot the house gets too. I don't see anything like. Wow, I'm having a lot of 80. Now they've added like the end of next week, and they've added Serena's mostly same to the 70s. And yeah, some buds here too that just now noticing. There's these roses. There's these roses. Well, like these are getting. No, it's just starting. They're just starting to, but they're starting to. Had for the most part a warm spring, so I think everything's well. So things are blooming a little bit earlier than usual. I mean, it is still May as of the time I'm recording this. Let's see if I can get some of these vines off this rose bush. Well, there's some tall grass here. Kind of hard to put. For somebody, it's like half. I think it's not really good. We'll have to come up with not really good. We'll have to come up with some thing. I mean, they didn't let as much this year. Some years because they don't like the overgrown yard look that they before they bloom, but I'm starting to get buds now. I just don't like the overgrown yard look. I'm gonna post like the last. Let me take with like a bonk stuff I used to do when I first started YouTube channel. It's gonna be YouTube only. This is gonna be YouTube, Facebook. Then still planning on doing that to Facebook. I have to kind of see if I can get this. My face. I don't know if I could do it in 10 minutes or not. I might have to be YouTube. Especially if I want to get that prayer in at the end of the cemetery, because I do want to show Grandpa, Grandma. Well, also my mom, dads, and grandmothers and juniors. Okay. I don't think these are mirror growths, but I think they're just random weeds. But in case they are, but in case they are, I decided to just let them grow there, and then just and another fire there. Kind of torn whether I have 129 up. Thinking no. Okay. Oh, we could show the daisy at the end here. Yeah, I went to a church service the second time since for the last several years. Okay, I gotta make sure it doesn't get beyond 10 minutes, so I didn't mow there, so I'll take some pictures though. Post that too. Back next week.